Hi, and welcome to the final episode of Marketing, AI, and Machine Learning. I'm your host, Vince Jeffs, coming to you from Atlanta again. And I apologize, it's taken me a while to get this final episode out, but it took me a little while to sort of compile together all the trends that I wanted to talk about that are really cool in AI and machine learning. So without further ado, let's get into this. So what we're going to cover today are 8 areas that I've uncovered that I think you're going to find really interesting in AI and CRM. And the first one is about data and speed and what the industry is doing in this area. That's pretty exciting. The second is AI's ears and voice. So, really AI now is listening and AI can talk. And then AI can also see image recognition. We'll get into that a little bit. AI creating things, so natural language generation. AI's automation and what it means to automate things. Transparent AI and why we need explainable AI. Whether you've got one brain or multiple brains and why that matters. And then lastly, AI and organizational dynamics. Because if AI can't fit in, then you've got a problem. So if you're interested in a little bit more detail on this, you can check out my article on customerthink.com at the link right down there. I go into some details on this that I won't get into in this video. So this first area about data and speed, it's amazing how far we've come now with the data that's available to train AI, and that's made the difference. In recently, the speed of processing with GPUs and with services like Amazon that can scale out, the problem really of having enough data and being able to process it is being solved pretty much. And now AI has the ability to listen to virtually any source, whether that's email, whether that's unstructured text coming from social posts, whether that's call logs. And it can bring this together and use text analytics to tease out intent and sentiment. So these advances are pretty remarkable. As for AI's eyes, the amount of advances we've seen in image recognition, the ability to tease out people, faces, but also products and logos and to find whether to classify whether content is inappropriate, for instance. It's pretty amazing the technologies now that can detect things in photographs, images, and video. And AI now is actually creating things. It can write language. You can take a picture and AI can write a caption for you, for instance. So the ability now to do this natural language generation and actually write emotionally contextual language and for the AI to learn that for an individual is pretty incredible also. But all of these technologies, these senses of AI don't mean anything if AI cannot automate. So if it can't actually complete work and process things end to end. And this is also where we've seen tremendous advances where the intelligence is now mingled and merged with the ability to automate processes and do self-service all the way through from start to finish. But now AI also has to also explain itself. So we've got regulations that are existing and we've got new regulations coming. For instance, in Europe in May, the General Data Protection Regulation is going to be, GDPR it's called, is going to be pretty impactful. And depending on the use case and the industry you're in, you may have quite an onus to have your AI explain itself and be able to explain the decisions that it's making. And it's going to be hard to give coordinated and seamless customer experience if you've got AIs all over the place. So you've got AIs in each channel that aren't talking to each other and aren't coordinated. So you really need this idea of one brain. And then lastly, the trend to watch is how AI is integrating in with organizations and organizational dynamics. And what that means really is people. AI has to work hand in hand with humans and it has to augment their capabilities and fit together into a ecosystem where the customer experiences a seamless interaction and a seamless journey because there's AI and people working together to deliver that. So again, these are 8 trends that I'm pretty excited about. I'm going to keep my eyes on, and I think you should keep your eyes on also in 2018. Until next time, Vince Jeffs, thanks for joining.